Shalom and Shavua Tov, everybody. Welcome to the Israel Brief, where you guys from all around the world, from Namibia to Trinidad and Tobago, Australia, New Zealand, the United States, the United Kingdom, South Africa, everywhere in between, join me every Monday to Thursday to take a look at those top stories making the headlines in Israel. Now, as I said to you guys on Thursday, we really need your help. There are those hostile entities out there trying to block Israeli voices. So if you do happen to come upon the Israel Brief and you like our content, please hit that red subscribe button. And if you are on our various social media platforms, give us a like, give us a share, invite your friends too as well. It's a party right here at the Israel Brief. So let's get into those top stories and take a look at what's making the headlines in Israel. As always, we do this in partnership with these guys, Lay of the Land. Now, Lay of the Land put out a weekly newsletter, and if you would like to receive it, it's once a week. It's absolutely free. Please be in touch with us via our website. Today is day 570. I cannot believe that we are 570 days after the 7th of October. We still have 59 hostages being captive in the hell of Gaza. Now, the mainstream media shows you a lot of footage from Gaza. We are not immune to the suffering of civilians inside the Gaza Strip as a result of the war which Hamas forced upon both our peoples on the 7th of October. This all could end today if Hamas surrender and release the remaining 59 hostages. Let them go now. With that said, let's take a look at those top stories, and we begin in The Hague, where the International Court of Justice has begun hearings in examination of the allegations that Israel is breaking international law by withholding humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip. Now, this is part of the case brought against Israel by South Africa, and Israel has opted not to participate in today's hearing, calling it for what it is, the politicized sham that it is. We have been reporting since the 7th of October about the humanitarian aid convoys going in on a near daily basis, bringing food, medicines, whatever is needed for the civilian population of Gaza. This is all recorded on the COGAT website. That if you Google COGAT, it will take you right to their dashboard. You can see how much aid, how that aid has been broken down, that has gone into the Gaza Strip. The big issue is that once that aid gets inside the Gaza Strip, it is then distributed by various aid agencies. Now, one of the big challenges is that Hamas and other gangs hijack their aid, which they either keep for themselves or sell at astronomical prices on the black market or to markets. And we have heard from Palestinians on the ground saying that Hamas is withholding the aid. We have heard from former hostages giving testimony to the United Nations, hostages like Eli Sharabi, who said at the UN Security Council, "We were starved while Hamas terrorists walked in and out of the tunnels with boxes of aid." So we're going to keep a watch on this. Meanwhile, Israel's foreign minister accused the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres of knowing about UNRWA, the United Nations Relief Works Agency, and how they have violated their mandate in participating in the events of the 7th of October, holding hostages and not doing anything to distribute aid, and has said nothing. In more positive news, magnificent scenes from the north of Israel over the weekend as 650 Syrian Jews clerics entered Israel for the festival of Nabi Shuab. Many of them were reunited with relatives that they had not seen for decades, because Israel and Syria still regard each other as hostile entities and are still technically in a state of war. The Syrian Jews clerics were given permission to stay overnight. Really, really magnificent scenes of families being reunited. Now, relations between Israel and Syrian Jews has really strengthened in the last, I would say, year or so. Syrian Jews approaching the IDF, asking them for protection against some of the hostile entities inside Syria. And just a couple of weeks ago, Israel sending in humanitarian aid to aid Syrian Jews with their immediate humanitarian needs. Now, speaking of Syria, is Syria going to be one of the next to join the Abraham Accords? The Abraham Accords, those famous peace agreements between Israel, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan. Well, according to a report by Bloomberg, the President al-Shara, formerly al-Julani, the reformed Al-Qaeda, I mean, can you be a reformed Al-Qaeda member? He met with Senator Corey Mills, and he apparently expressed a desire for Syria to join the accord. He said that he is prepared to address the issue of foreign fighters in Syrian territory, and has said that Syria has had enough of wars and crippling economic sanctions. He says it is conditional, though, that Syrian territory is not divided. So this is going to be a very, very interesting one to watch. And finally, in a display of appalling sportsmanship, in fact, this is not sportsmanship at all, the Swiss under-23 fencing team has drawn a lot of international criticism for their turning their backs on the Israeli fencing team during the medal ceremony in Tallinn, Estonia on Saturday night. Israel won gold, Switzerland silver, and Italy took home the bronze. Now, during the playing of Israel's national anthem, Hatikva, the Swiss team turned their backs on their Israeli competitors. Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar called it disgraceful behavior, and the head of the Israeli Fencing Commission said that sport should bring people together and not divide them. Well, it hasn't been the first time that the Swiss have turned their backs on Jewish gold now, is it? So those are our top stories. Let's take a look at the audience question, and a reminder that if you have a question that you would like answered, please pop it in the comments section below or be in touch with us via our website. And today's question comes from Linda Kruger in Johannesburg, who says, what happened to the Cowboys? So if you aren't aware of the Cowboys that I'm talking about, giving serious Yellowstone vibes, we had a contingent of cowboys from Western Montana and Wyoming who came to Israel shortly after the attacks of the 7th of October and helped Israeli farmers look after their farms, do what was needed to be done. And this was, I don't think there are enough superlatives to describe how grateful Israelis were for the help given to us by these cowboys, who actually made sure that our bread baskets were able to function. They were instant celebrities wherever they went, and the whole country absolutely fell in love with them, and we would welcome them back to Israel whenever they want to return. So, Linda, I hope that answers your question. They weren't here for very long, a couple of weeks, and they really made a massive impact, not just in their volunteering, the work that they're doing, but also their solidarity and their love for the state of Israel. So, guys, that's it from me for today. Please don't forget to join me again tomorrow for another edition of the Israel Brief. And in the meantime, please follow our website at www.layoftheland.online. Our YouTube channel is right at the Israel Brief. I don't need to tell you guys what to do. Please like, share, subscribe. And hey, let's get Israel's story out to the world. We are on Facebook or Meta at LOTLSITE. We post new content every day. please visit our site. Make friends with us. Join our community. We are on Instagram at Rolene_Marks, on LinkedIn at Rolene Marks, and on X at LayofTheLand5. So guys, with that, God bless you all. I will see you again tomorrow, and bye for now.